What's up everyone, my name's Xtac and today is April 25th, 2021. In today's video I want to talk about Genshin Impact's co-op mode and what it could use to really become the sort of endgame content that everyone can enjoy. Very briefly I wanted to go over where I think co-op currently stands. Currently it's limited to mostly domains, which in my opinion is really just single player content that can be done with 4 players instead of 1. When you run a co-op domain, you just throw 4 people into a circular room that spawns monsters, kill them, and that's it. It's just single player content that you can happen to do with other people. In my mind's eye, there's 3 things that a good co-op mode will need in a PvE game, and that's firstly teamwork or cooperation of some sort, secondly dungeon crawling, and lastly more challenging fighting content, monsters that are harder to kill given that there's 4 people. So let's break down each piece, shall we? In terms of teamwork and cooperation, there needs to be a reason that 4 people are there, meaning each person should have some sort of role. It could be a generic role, like something as simple as having 4 individual paths that each player has to travel down, presumably fighting monsters or doing some puzzles along the way before reaching a centralized point. Or it could be a specific role, like your team needs an archer for a balloon spawning mechanic, or a specific element is required to deal with raid-specific mechanics. Herein lies the problem with Peculiar Wonderland from the Windbloom Festival. Even though you require 4 people to do the event, each individual minigame could really have just been done by yourself. There was never any need to interact with the other players in each stage of the run. While we're on the topic of co-op, here's my quick puzzle idea. Imagine each of the 4 players gets sent to a room where there are 5 elemental pillars. Each pillar is not visible to the other 3 players, and on start, 5 of the pillars across all the rooms are lit up in a specific order, and then the team members have to recreate the order that they were lit up together without seeing the other ones. I think this would be an interesting puzzle that requires communication either through chat or some sort of voice channel. In this puzzle, each person is required and necessary as part of the run, so everyone has a role. The next thing I wanted to talk about is dungeon crawling. This effectively alleviates the problem of having really short domain runs while adding back in the aspect of exploration that makes single player so exciting. So there would be some sort of procedurally generated map with 3 to 5 main areas that include a combination of puzzles and killing mobs together or separately as a team. I think the Misty dungeon that was teased from the 1.5 special event kind of has elements of this, but I think it would be really great for a co-op mode to include this sort of content. Lastly, I think co-op needs to have more challenging content in terms of the strength of the monsters, given that there are 4 players on the team. I think it's generally not a good idea to have content become more challenging from increasing the stats of monsters alone or adding more monsters, so unique mechanics are preferred here. A simple code recycling idea is to have the final boss fight of a dungeon be this. Spawn 2 or more random elemental cubes since they're trivial by themselves, but I think it would be interesting to fight them all together in a tighter space. The teammates would have to split up to draw the aggro in groups. Also, I want to throw out there the idea of having each of the 4 players be able to control a full 4 team, so 16 characters total. It seems to me the reason that we are limited to 4 characters total is to balance the overworld exploration, but in a handcrafted dungeon this balance would be tinkered for 16 characters. So those are my thoughts, ideas, and hopes for a better co-op mode. Let me know if you have any suggestions, cool ideas, or problems that need to be addressed regarding co-op in the comments below. MiHoYo seems to care about feedback very much from the depth of the surveys that they have been given out. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy my content.